Итак, приветствую вас, дамы и господа, и добро пожаловать на вечернюю трансляцию по Dragon Age Inquisition. Здравствуйте, Демолишин, здравствуйте, Арканастер, здравствуйте, Май, здравствуйте, Косой Зуб, здравствуйте, Алекс ГМ. Ну да. Так, наши проиграли. Восхвалим солнце за это. Здравствуйте, Радкор. Так, новостей каких-то особых нет. Да вообще, на самом деле, никаких нет. Так что, просто поехали. Кстати, ВК как-то поменялся внезапно. Здравствуйте, Веспен. Спасибо. Что было в классике? Ничего. Финальный забег по основной игре «Начало чужака». Здравствуйте, Натуровик. Да, наверное. Здравствуйте, Антон. Вов Классик не раньше 19-го года выйдет. Скорее всего, не раньше, если даже в середине 19-го года, бы сказал. А, такой с Кассандрой. О, Бориган. Все, вперед, пошли.
Magnificent. Oh, suddenly it all makes sense. I now understand the nuance behind elven words. The ancient lore reveals patterns I would never have suspected. Tis exhilarating, the rush of images, truth dangling just out of reach.
Понимаю, почему они не могут тупо взять старую версию и выпустить ее как есть. Ну, во-первых, потому что она будет несовместима с новыми системами. Она будет несовместима с Battle.net. Да я так понимаю, что в принципе и графони они хотят подтянуть. Да, Морриган с фонтана бахнула.
Tell me more.
Take the Alluvians. It was always assumed their use was lost after the Tevinter conquest of Arlathan. But the ancient elves had closed all paths to the crossroads long before. They warred with themselves, and the Alluvians were sealed to prevent an enemy from using them to attack. So much is misunderstood. It will take years to absorb, if I get the chance.
Что-то как-то грустно у вас, Антон, даже. Сказать по этому поводу ничего не могу. Ну, держитесь, что ли? Только лишь. Что еще скажешь?
I'm pleased I could give you that at least.
And pleased I am to have the chance, believe me. None of which has anything to do with why I asked you here, of course. Earlier, I said there was a way to match the power of Corifeum, Inquisitor, and there is. We must summon Mathal.
Пираты играют, им нормально, но, во-первых, движок, с которыми пираты играют, он не совсем классический, он переработанный, это во-первых. А во-вторых, у него не будет интеграция к Battle.net, а она должна быть. Так что... забавно.
Really? That sounds quite fun.
Fun? 'Tis an odd notion of fun you have, Inquisitor. Whatever Mathal was, goddess, myth, or ancient being, the voices of the well say a part of her power lingers on. How or in what form, I cannot say, but that power is exactly what we need. I must go to an altar in the wilderness to perform the summoning, and you must be with me.
You don't need me for some ritual sacrifice, I hope.
The altar could have a guardian or other surprises. Thus, your company would be best. Imagine what we will learn, Inquisitor. Some would give their lives to unearth secrets such as this.
Отправляйтесь вместе с Мэргэн к алтарю металла.
The altar awaits our visit, Inquisitor. Everything I have done since leaving Ferelden has led me to this. Think of all we will learn.
You seem to know a great deal about elven lore.
The Dalish are not the only ones interested in the distant past, Inquisitor. Indeed, my skills allow me access to places the Dalish dare not even dream of. The ancient elves hold secrets they have not yet given up. Secrets about the foundation of Thedas itself. Thus, they are my focus. Corifeum clearly feels the same.
Так, на себя мы ее уже просили рассказать. Ну ладно, пошли. Куда нас путь дорога-то ведет? Спецлокация, наверное, по идее должна быть, нет? Да, алтарь. Металл! Блэквелл. Что-то какой-то он. Странно стал. Ну ладно. Ну, блин, даже не знаю. Давайте Солоса возьмем. И Дориана. Будет два мага. Кол на кинобана похож. Да вообще, Кол вообще как-то очень странно стал выглядеть. Если так вот прям по чесноку. Самая странная метаморфоза среди всех остальных. Так, аксесс. По-моему, у меня есть аксесс для... Не то, для Блэквелла. Один для Вивьен. Ранее лишь заставляет вас сражаться отчаяние, терять здоровье, восстанавливать выносливость. Ну, это такое себе. Ну, хотя... Еще бы нет. Здравствуйте, Лето. 27-й это максималочка, ну, может быть 28-й, потому что опыт как у меня совсем чуть-чуть идет, ну, прям совсем чуть-чуть. Я прям жопой чую арену. Она такая прям ненавязчивая, да? Здравствуйте, 3D.
We few who travel far call to me and I will come, without mercy, without fear.
Cry havoc in the moonlight. Let the fire of vengeance burn. The cause is clear. A very old invocation. Perfectly translated.
Why, thank you.
Как дела великого гнобогея-инквизитора? Ну, всех драконов убили. Железного быка соблазнили. Что еще сделать? Вот на балу станцевали с очаровательной, не знаю, Милфой, можно так сказать. Да и все, пожалуй. Здравствуйте, Алекс Даркс. А еще молодая была, ну, не знаю, вроде вся в морщинах.
And there was no one with whom to speak. Your companions will need to go elsewhere. Not to worry, if there is shouting, they will hear it readily enough.
А интересно, ее саму не пугает мысль то, что она будет привязана к металлу, как таковая? Зачем она ее призывает?
You know who I am. From high priest to high priest, I am the last to drink of sorrows. Come to us, Mythal. Whatever you are, whatever remains, I invoke your name and your power.
Здравствуйте, Эш. Нет, Флэмет еще не встречали, но по идее где-то должна быть. Какой Драгонович без Флэмет. Я прям жду ее. О, мама. Привет.
Mother.
Mother?
Now, isn't this a surprise?
Конечно, да, блин, вы думаете, я что, и не ждал, что ли? Естественно, я ее ждал. Ну, раз это металлик. Это же долбаная... Это металл?
So this is Mythal.
She is a deceiving witch.
Now, that's quite enough of that.
What have you done to me?
I have done nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
Then you are Mythal?
Где вы даже не эльфийка.
Mythal was an elven god. You're...
Human? Not a word many have used for me in a very long time.
I do not understand. How can you be Mythal?
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
Мне такое интересно, как мы в первую часть это вломить умудрились. Если она такая всемогучая. Ты жди четвертую часть, ну, поскольку жду. Здравствуйте, Сафроныч. Где? Это мог быть и демон.
That could have been a demon lying to you.
You hear the voices of the well, girl. What do they say?
Она во второй части возродилась.
Say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. A herald indeed, shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
Забавно, да, что эта, блин, ведьма на болотах жила. Но помню, что она учла возможность влома и отдала филактерию Хоуку заранее. Просто забавно, что у нас вообще силы у Серого Стража, за компании, хватило силы вломить такому могучему созданию.
I know the name Flemeth. It belongs to an ancient Ferelden legend. It says, long ago, you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then
Антон, не спойлерите.
killed your lover and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal, that's what you spoke of.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes, I was that woman. That is how my tale began.
Flemeth appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
Then you're Mythal and Morrigan's mother.
As well as a witch who prolongs her unnatural life by possessing the bodies of her daughters.
That's what you believe, is it?
I found your grimoire, and I am no fool, old woman.
Yet here you stand, bound into my service. My daughter ran from me long ago. I've let her be. Until now, it seems.
If Mythal is within you, why not reveal yourself?
And to whom should I reveal myself?
To the elves, to everyone.
I knew the hearts of men even before Mythal came to me. It is why she came to me. They do not want the truth, and I am but a shadow, lingering in the sun.
Why did Mythal come to you?
For a reckoning that will shake the very heavens.
And you follow her whims? Do you even know what she truly is?
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things happened that were never meant to happen. She was betrayed as I was betrayed, as the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and I will see her avenged! Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
Она всего лишь тень своей истинной сущности, но все равно она довольно могущественна. Вот так лучше. Вы можете помочь нам?
We summoned you because we need your help.
Against the Magister who grasps beyond his reach. Yes, I know. The voices did not lie, Morrigan. I can help you fight Corypheus. Do you understand, child?
Yes. I think I do.
Глаза как-то поменялись.
Wait!
I wish to see who drank from the Well of Sorrows. It has been a very long time. Imagine my surprise to discover it was you.
And that is all.
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me.
All things considered, Inquisitor, I now wish you had drunk from the well.
Will what she did to you actually help?
Surprisingly, yes. I can match the Archdemon's power when the time comes. All that remains is for you to find Corypheus.
Ну, я смотрю, да, глаза изменились. Значит, либо часть силы передала, либо что-то пробудило внутреннее. Девятое же совершенство покрытие своими советниками в ставке командира. Отсюда не уйти. Ну ладно. Так, кстати, интересный вопрос. А в продолжении-то будут хотя бы новые скиллы? Знание передало о том, как использовать силу, и может немного сил как таковых. Тут не совсем понятно. Так, что со всеми говорить? Они одно и то же мне все говорят. Я ж постоянно тут со всеми болтал. Там, кстати, локализация Tower of Time подкралась незаметно. Не хочешь пощупать? Нет, пока не хочу.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The Archdemon might have been a real threat to our army,
Здравствуйте, Гриф.
but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
If he tries, he'll regret it.
I believe you. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, successful against all odds, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
Oh, I have plans of my own.
As you should. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter. I will stand with you in the end, Inquisitor, if you will have me.
Вы впихнул на трон пока никого. Али не кидался вещами? Нет, еще не кидался.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
Понятно. Ладно, коли мы здесь, пойдем Блэквелла проведаем.
So it's done?
Just about. The little ones in the camps don't have much. I thought this might cheer them up. Even in the midst of war, they deserve to be children.
It's almost time. Are you ready?
You know I am. I welcome the battle and what comes after. I will end up in warden custody. It was what Blackwall wanted, more or less.
Corifeum is our priority. Keep your attention on him.
I won't be distracted from our enemy. Redemption doesn't come easy, but perhaps killing Corifeum will be a start. You've been a true friend when I haven't deserved it. I am honored to fight by your side. Perhaps it's a good thing I'm not a real warden.
If necessary, we could have left you in Skyhold, but now we don't need to. You can get close enough to Corifeum to kiss him now.
I hope that's not an order.
Nothing right now.
Ну, уже с остальным мы говорили с ним. Об остальном. Едить, колотить. О, не, это долбанный квест-интендант, я туда не ногой.
Greetings.
Так, где? Не здесь он, наверное, может быть здесь все-таки. Вот он.
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
Спасибо.
I expect you to
Буду.
keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium?
Yes. He trusted your judgment on the matter.
He was not interested in my judgment today. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a Seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
Cassandra, did you refuse Cullen's request because he's wrong, or because you want him to be wrong?
Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Ну да, мы сейчас в последний бой идем. Самое время отказаться от командира. Самое время.
Control space. So to kill Corifeus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first? That's easy. We're good at killing shit. Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
I've been waiting for the chance to pay that bastard back.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. What can I do for you?
Так, о нас мы говорить не будем. Не надо. Пойдем с Серой поболтаем. Давно с ней не болтали.
I'm sorry. Oh wait, no I'm not. It's just the funniest, isn't it? That creaky old Abelas in Mythal saying the elves weren't destroyed by Tevinter.
That's some long dead you're gloating over.
About time I got mine back. Elvie elves have shoved victim in my face 1,000,000 times. Like being sad makes them better than me. Turns out they're not victims. They're the same as everyone else. Arseholes. Plus, a big old temple full of demon-worshipping lies. Grand, that.
You seem pretty certain. You don't believe anything from Mythal?
Course not. What, I should believe all that stuff? Because elves? I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
Что, так. Ну, ты веришь, что все там было правдой?
The evidence is hard to ignore. I believe it.
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw.
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird? If that's all it takes, Corife's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. You're not even an elf. Why are you being so damned elfy? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
Я же уже говорил, что я не ее вестник.
It's not as if it matters what I believe. I've already denied being the herald.
Not for me to say, yeah. Just saying. Anyway, believe what you want. So long as we kill Corife fish. Whatever.
Какая злючая,
Can't wait, what's on?
Понятно. Присоединился к тебе, друг, чтобы поржать.
Corifeus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
We'll make it forever. We're working on a plan to kill Corifeus permanently.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not, could I have saved the real Cole?
Если ты думаешь, что если ты убьешь себя, он возродится как настоящий Кол, то нет.
Corifeus is using his connection to the Blight to make himself immortal. You couldn't do that.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. He said, Thank you. Thank you.
Серый любитель фятничая все, в отличие от Солоса, который пытается это сохранить, какую более получила, когда сама взяла ее на квест в этот храм. Не, ну там, по идее, должны быть интересные диалоги. Ругаться должны постоянно все дела.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter. Forgive me.
Интересно, зачем ему ложка? Говори со мной.
Cullen, if you need to talk.
You don't have to.
Че, отходняк пошел, да?
Are you going to be all right?
Yes. I don't know. You asked what happened to Ferelden's circle. It was taken over by abominations. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall's circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Дозулируемо отмерять ложкой? Думаю, там какой-то дозомер должен быть, знаете, ну, более нормальный. У него же есть вот этот вот шприц, я думаю, на него нажимаешь, и он тебе ровную дозу лириума отсыпает. Меня так, момент... Нет, ты слишком рискуешь.
Be that as it may, you put your health and your service to the Inquisition at risk.
I know. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
Конечно, насчет принимать лириум. Лириум тебе не нужен. Никакого лириума, это приказ.
So that's it. Things get difficult and you back down.
That's not...
You've built an army. Are you capable of leading it?
Yes, Inquisitor.
Then carry on.
Ты чё мне за наклон головы вечно такой,
Without
господи?
lyric. You need that in writing?
That won't be necessary.
Как будто, знаете, так, ну, не знаю, оценивающе смотрит на человека. Домены оценивающие, как на говно. Зараза. Здравствуйте, Лемрод.
How can I help?
Угу. Че нового?
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
You encountered ancient elves. A piece of history. Something the Imperium didn't destroy. Maybe my people can atone for what we've done. There is something still left to restore. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
You're not doing nothing, Dorian. You came here. You're fighting with us.
Thank you for saying that. I want to do more than stop Corypheus, however. I want to save my home. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything. The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Halamsharal? Cows milking farmers?
А ты против?
I take it you don't agree.
On the contrary, I approve. Heartily. I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
Начало второго тайм нравится. Не знаю, что такое роглайк, но мне нравится. Ну, кто говорит, что она плохая? Просто сейчас на нее времени нет. Визер 3.8 как бы в большем приоритете.
What would be wrong with that exactly?
Nothing, at first. Thing is, the Imperium...
Мало с Дрюкой беседовал. Да нет, вроде не так уж и мало.
Proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed by inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Ну это уже было. Здравствуйте, Грабинович.
I could watch you roam Skyhold all day. Here and there you run, checking in on your followers. Why don't they come to you, feed you grapes, rub your shoulders? I suppose it's more fun this way. For me, I mean. You're rather strapping.
Спасибо.
Thank you, I suppose.
Thanking someone for a deserved compliment is always the correct choice. At any rate, you didn't pass by to hear me fawn. Something on your mind?
Не, мужик, я уже занят, прости. Моя жопа не для тебя цвела. Здравствуйте, тебе это неизвестно.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
If you were divine, what would you do?
Change things. Change everything. Your support of the Mage Rebellion was a good start. We must build on this. No more circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children. In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canari. Why exclude them? The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
I think you would make a good divine.
Ну пусть легко
I am
будет.
glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. Justinia wanted the Chantry to grow, but her reforms never took root. She was held back by tradition and was too gentle to force change. I won't make that mistake.
Здравствуйте, Маркович. Главное, что луково, если крепкие мужские руки будут нежить твою гномскую бороду. У меня надо бык есть.
You never know. Justinia might have succeeded if she hadn't been caught in a giant blast of magic.
I won't make that mistake either. Justinia thought the circles needed to change. But why stop there? The Chantry alienated potential allies by brutalizing elves and belittling dwarves. If we could bring them into the fold, wouldn't we have peace? There are those who would cling to the old ways, of course. But they will see. I would make them see. But I've rambled on too long. I am not divine. Yet.
Да ладно, идея у нее хорошая, по крайней мере.
So if we kill Corypheus, he has the power to move from one tainted creature into another? What we will learn next? That he can command the sun to rise or the seas to burn?
At this point, nothing he does will surprise me.
I have researchers scouring the Temple of Mythol as we speak. I hope that their search turns up something we can use. Ancient magic, perhaps. Something even Corifeem missed. Anything to give us an edge.
I'll leave you to your work.
Ладно, пойдем посмотрим, с кем мы еще не говорили. Да со всеми говорили. Так, сейчас надо посмотреть, сможем ли мы люльку продвинуть. Здравствуйте, Михаил. Здравствуйте, Егор. Вивьен, не знаю, с Вивьен у меня какие-то странные отношения. Я с ней толком пытался постоянно говорить, она меня к черту шлет. Я на нее уже просто рукой махнул. Больше золота. Блин, надо с самого начала надо брать. Друзья в высшем свете тоже такое себе. Я не знаю, давайте передовые разведчики. Я не знаю, что еще брать можно. Мы выслали эмиссаров официальными извинениями, все, что могли вернуть, вернули. Что не могли, компенсировали другими способами. Или надо отправить соглашение серых стражей в Скайхолдский архив в напоминание о горьком опыте. Наш наблюдатель за конфликтом между знатными фамилиями Орле сообщает, что семейство Леандров ответило на наше обращение, хотя это не самый желанный итог. Брак по договоренности укрепит мир. Это лучше, чем и ничего. Связь Тиба ни с кем не разговаривает. Мы получили 2 письма по существу дела. Первое конфиденциальное. От леди Велизы Тиба. Моя дочь мирится с этим браком. Мы все слуги высшего света, но и он служит нам. Так это уже было. Ему нужен, да? А, завершено тут. Завершено и завершено. А чё, как мне лику подержать? Так. Ты сделал, доспехи одел, штаны одел, трусы одел. Да, все, я готов. В другую сторону. Дэдфайр прошел уже, да, прошел. Войска Корифея обратились в бегство, пришло пора найти его самого, пока он не набрался сил дать последний бой. Этот шаг ведет к концу истории. Вы сможете продолжить играть после этого, но часть контента будет недоступна. Окей, поехали. Let's do this. Как тебе вообще игра?
I can match the Darkspawn Magister's dragon. Yes. As for matching Corifeum, that is up to you, Inquisitor.
Ну, вообще, как игра. Ну, как бы вам даже это сказать, я не знаю. Ну, с точки зрения геймплея веселая. Кораблики есть, да, исследования есть. Неплохо, да, неплохо. Что еще сказать? Эпика завезли побольше. Большой город отбабахали. Больше, чем свободная гавань, интереснее. Ну, как-то, не знаю, чего-то не хватает. Вот, по сравнению с первой частью, вот я не понимаю чего, но чего-то не хватает. Все круто, все замечательно, но вот чего-то вот прям не хватает. Хрен его знает чего. Постараюсь не подвести. А, нашел.
Then all that remains is to find Corifeum before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
Я понимаю, что он к нам сам пришел, да? Кольца Вилана, да, может, кольца Вилана не хватает. Ну, здравствуйте, Беглорд.
Valley of Secret Ashes?
You either close the breach once more, or it swallows the world.
But that's Magnus. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
Then I face him alone.
Только подбросьте меня в горы как-нибудь, знаете, пендалем волшебным. Как бы alone, но not alone, да? Я даже не знаю, кого взять. Двух магов. Давайте Кола возьмем. Традиции, традиции. Порнопати, порнопати. Основной сюжет реально слит, сайд-квестов не хватает былой проработки, все-таки главный сценарист явно дотянул до Вавилона. Ну да, я же говорю, вот все хорошо, но по ощущениям вот все есть, вроде все на месте, но души в этом нет никакой, то есть вот, вообще никакой. Бери соусы. Соусы-то я взял. Я думал, у кого последнего Кола взять. Или может Кассандру. Давайте Кассандру возьмем. Здравствуйте, Геннадий. Нет, понимаете, просто основной сюжет как бы он есть, но как бы он не проработан. Я про второй Deadfire. То есть он как бы есть, в нем чувствуется размах эпичности, но проработки в нем вообще никакого нету. Механику подтянули, да, молодцы. И все.
Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corifeem. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish.
О, Кассандра.
I knew you would come. It ends here, Corifeem. And so it shall.
Здравствуйте, Лорус. Блин, даже разведчика нашего отжали. Нифига себе.
You have been most successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place at the wrong time, an interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood. I don't believe in gods.
Здравствуй. Я так понимаю, что это Морриган.
A dragon, how clever of you. It will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will. Enough! I will destroy you where you stand.
Вот зараза, он еще, блин, в щите сидит.
I will not
stand for this outrage. You think to best me, a ranted dirt worshipper? Your people have ever been the sand beneath Tevinter heels.
Я думал, куда-то убежал, прям как-то далеко. Там еще, блин, Морриган сражается.
I will not stand for this outrage.
Пиу. Пиу. Сранец вечно куда-то сваливает. Вот и конец, видимо, да, вот и конец, но еще есть DLC. Здравствуйте, Прохождение.
Feel my hold your head before the gates of the Grand Cathedral, seeker.
We shall see about that.
А больно.
If you desire death, you shall have it.
Да, у дядьки явно понтов побольше, чем толку. Хотя я думаю, многофазовый, да, вот вторая фаза. Ну хоть жива. О, черт. Где-то я эту картинку уже видел. Морриган, кстати, неплохо его побил-то. Блин, опять с броней. По дракону, блин, этот бараш вообще просто по-царски заходит. Слабоваты нынче архидемоны пошли. Куда, алло? Остановился.
Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder!
А ты еще, зараза, отрегенился?
No, I will not allow you this victory. You and all the heathen barbarians shall burn.
Давайте все бахнем, друзья. За Гомеза, так сказать. Сбыл пролетел, но сейчас ультанем прямо сходу.
It will endanger the world. We must stop this.
Ой. Упс.
Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Do not, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now.
Примагнитил якорем. Мы сейчас зараз ведь вниз полетим. Что это было? Да, это был ваншот. Сфера-то раскололась. Прости.
I know you wanted the orb saved. I'm so sorry.
It is not your fault.
There's more, isn't there?
It was not supposed to happen this way. No matter what comes, I want you to know you shall always have my respect.
Inquisitor, are you alive?
Погодите, а Морриган-то вообще жива, не жива? О, вся гопша пришла. Ой, Морриган жив, отлично.
Victorious, I see. What a novel result.
And look at you, all not dead. Nice work, Kadan.
And it seems the breach is finally closed.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
We go back to Skyhold.
Да, и Солос куда-то дел. Ну, видимо, там над сферой горюет еще. Цена за знание источник, да, служение металлу. А металл как-то не особо желает, чтобы ей служили. Так что никакой цены. Это не концовка на самом деле. Это предисловие к ней. Здравствуйте, Добро.
A moment, my lord. My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished. If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
It's odd that he would just leave without a word.
You said he was upset about the orb.
That can't be the only reason.
Now that Corifeus has been defeated, we have a moment to stop and celebrate. Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
The fighting's over. Why do they want to meet me now?
You're joking, yes? They wish to bask in the glory of your victory, hoping that some of it will rub off on them. Everyone knows Empress Celine owes you her life and her throne. 1,000 problems remain, and your opinion will be sought on each one, whether you wish to give it or not.
Oh, now they're lining up to meet me.
Such is the way of things. Previously, you were an upstart, a dwarf of all things, leading rebels and heretics. Until Corifeus revealed himself, they could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A magister and a darkspawn in one creature, the ultimate evil. Now you are the only power left standing. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
Я так понимаю, что в принципе, если бы я не дал Мориган выпить из источника, с драконом я дрался бы вместе с Корифеем. То есть был бы и Корифей, и дракон одновременно.
Do we have a moment to breathe? Corifeus is definitely gone. I was there.
You should hear the stories they're telling in the barracks. The pride in their voices. Some of the soldiers have requested leave to return home, but many would follow us still. You are proof that the Inquisition has made a difference, and that we will continue to do so.
Локация, где Флемна появилась, арена для битвы с драконом. То есть мы бы с ней еще и сразиться пришлось, видимо, за силу, которую из нее бы испила Мориган, видимо, со временем. Забавно.
Our soldiers put their trust in you, Cullen. I appreciate everything you've done.
I should be thanking you. You gave me a chance to prove myself. In your place, I'm not sure I would have done the same. I should let you mingle. I'm sure everyone desires your attention. Enjoy the party, Inquisitor.
Help stop an ancient magister darkspawn. Not every warden recruit gets to say that. Thanks to you, I do.
Нет, дракон был бы все равно, только тогда это был бы не Мориган, а дракон страж алтаря от Мифала, который бы тебе подчинялся. Вот он еще.
That's me, helping people prove themselves to future employers.
So now that you've saved the world, what's next? to put it all back together?
It'll be a huge undertaking.
If anyone can do it, you can. If you ever need my help, you know where to find me. I'll be ready.
Самой конфетка этого не хватало с первой части диалогов после финала со всеми. Но финал мог для главного героя кончиться несколько фатально.
I've been starting to think about putting all this into a book. How does this shit is weird? The Inquisitor Kadash story strike you? It's a working title.
I'm glad you've gone back to writing.
Well, nothing's certain until it's in print. I still haven't decided if I should do this book. As if anyone will believe this story if I tell it.
На полшишечки бы кончился.
Reconstruction and relief efforts in the free marches as soon as I get back.
Пиши, давай.
You should write the book.
I'll see what I can do once I get home. I'm not leaving for a while yet, though. We'll have to get in at least one game of Wicked Grace before I go. Curly needs to win back some of his dignity.
Дальше дополнение, да, дальше последнее дополнение, так сказать, финальный аккорд, лебединая песня, Инквизиции. Самая выжимка, лучшее, что в ней могло бы быть, как говорят.
So, demons, dragons, giant asshole Vint on a big magic rock. You don't let it get dull, boss. Good stuff. How was that good in any way, Bull?
We all walked away. Chantry folk are picking up what's left of Corifeus with a dustpan and a piece of streamer. It's weird. I joined the Inquisition under orders from Hathrath and stayed because Corifeus was an asshole. Now that it's done, I've got no orders. For the first time in my life, I can go wherever I want.
Got anywhere in mind?
If it's all the same with you, I'm pretty good right here. Anyway, the only place I'm
Всех жечь, ну, может быть, и всех жечь.
to us being alive, and the bad guys not. Ah, Anan.
Бык очень суровый мужик даже во время нормального чаепития делает упражнение воздушного стула. Суровый дядька. Есть чему позавидовать, опять же.
So many people died. More still are hurting. They need help. It seems wrong to celebrate, but I want to. The part of me that's me needs to, after all this. The servants are drinking. Some of them are drinking while lying down.
Do you have any interest in joining them?
I don't know. Not now. It makes things more complicated, and I'm not ready. Someday. Maybe. What happens next? Where do we go?
For tonight, we remind the world and each other that we're alive.
Yes. Because of you. Thank you for letting me stay.
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me and squealed. Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything. Such a mess. She was completely breathless. You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you? I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me. This is your influence.
Ну ты прям герой.
That's what happens when you're a hero.
Is that so? Must be why it's so unfamiliar. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good Tevinter. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that, and he spat when we first met. I hope my father hears. He will shit his small clothes from shock, I swear.
Спасибо тебе за помощь.
I appreciate everything you've done for us.
So you should. Being appreciated is a nice change of pace, though. I'm also pleased to come out of it alive. I wasn't expecting that.
You thought you'd die?
Didn't you? The hero dies in all the best stories. Anything else just sounds so implausible. I've decided to stay with the Inquisition. For now.
You will?
Tevinter lacks the presence of my best and only friend. It'll keep.
О, Сара опять против всех воюет.
Finally got a party, yeah? A bit of fun for saving the world. It's the least Andraste's herald deserves for making things normal again. Except for, you know, everything ever again. I mean, is this for us or for her? Or, you know, him?
Знаете, теперь вот смотрю... Сейчас секунду договорит. Я вот смотрю на ее, я понимаю теперь, кто у быка стул спер. Потому что у него, во-первых, 2 стула, а во-вторых, у быка как раз должен быть вот такой вот маленький стульчик, скорее всего. Под такую огромную жопу. Праздно давай мы заслужили.
Let the philosophers worry about that. Tonight is for celebrating.
Still some things to do yet, right? Because I'm in no hurry to go back to... Valrio, that's where I was. You mind if people still stay around? Or whatever?
Как тебе лично казалось, Дориан, один из самых слабых?
This is home, if you'll have it.
Shut it, you. I cry, I'm punching everyone. Alright, enough of that. Is this a party or what? Raise them for winning. Big freaking heroes, Inquisitor. All of us.
Ты что, добровольно отдал? Чё-то я в этом сомневаюсь.
Ugh, I should never have hired a new caterer so late.
Leave it be, Josie. Everything's fine.
It is not! I'm so sorry, nothing's quite as it should be. Do you like the drinks? I'm not sure about them.
Все очень мило.
The drinks are fine. It's been a wonderful evening.
I hope you're not just saying that. You're not, are you?
Кстати, а где Блэквелл?
Disaster. So many was late. The invitations to our guests barely went out at all, and it was so wonderful to prepare for a small banquet instead of the end of the world. Do you know what everyone is talking about?
А, мы с ним говорили уже.
Commoners to
Все,
be
крыша едет.
us. Thedas is discussing the success of the Inquisition.
Are you descending into open boasting, Lady Montilier?
I can scarcely think of a better time. Truly, we will never forget those we lost. But for tonight, to victory.
Думаю про Кассандру, потом смотрю на нее, вижу Кассандру, думаю, где Блэквелл? Крыша едет уже.
Enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four.
О, пирожные.
I love tiny cakes, and there are so many. Which should I try first?
I would avoid the dark ones topped with gold dust. Deep mushroom and anise. An awful combination, but it's quite popular in Valrayo. I believe they call it the exquisite misery. Ole. Why did we save her again? To you, Inquisitor, for all you've done.
Я понимаю, что да, еще не концовка.
I can't believe it's over. It seemed an impossible task. Defy the Chantry, build the Inquisition from nothing, defeat a creature that would be a god. And yet here we are, celebrating.
Ты сомневалась во мне, да как ты могла?
Had your doubts about me, did you?
Not about your willingness or your ability. I intend to rebuild the Seekers of Truth. To make us the order we were meant to be. That will take time. Meanwhile, I am free to remain with the Inquisition. I think back to how we first met. And here you stand. You are not a believer, I know. Yet you have come to mean so much to us all. Despite all my doubts, despite everything, you prove to be exactly what we needed.
So much to do, my dear. I'll be returning.
Блин, а чего у нас так все-таки темно? Знаете, как будто на свечах экономили.
The Empress requires my expertise during what is sure to be a difficult transition. But that will wait. Are you enjoying the celebration? Josephine was in a frenzy arranging it.
Мне нравится.
I should be out in the field.
You are better suited to a battlefield than a ballroom, my dear. But fear not. You'll be out again soon enough. Go mingle. The night is still young.
У всех свои маленькие слабости. У сурового гнома из Харти по совместительству Инквизитора это большие кунари и пирожные. Да, и маленькие пирожные. И кунари, маленькие пирожные. А возвращайтесь в свои покои. Фу, я думал, мне на трон досесть, и мне будет все хлопать.
Hey, Kadan.
Бычок.
I know we talked, but You got a minute before you do your big thing? For you?
Здравствуйте, Добро. Да не до тебя, блин, с пиноками говорят. Уже даже стоечка есть.
You've stood strong against everything. Never flinched. You are the toughest, wisest, most beautiful person I've ever met, Kadan. And I can't tell you how proud I'm gonna be watching you out there, addressing the whole Inquisition. With this big, old love bite on your neck.
Ну давай, мужик, поехали.
You ass.
Твою мать. Его уже рога есть, да, очень удобно.
Tis said that Corifeus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed. Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Empress Celine remains on her golden throne. The civil war is ended, Gaspar is defeated, but it is said Briala yet plots her return from exile. The Empress now faces a war in the shadows. Elven daggers rule the night, and spies follow her every move. Sadly, Celine soon forgot her gratitude towards the Inquisition. Icy receptions now greet the Inquisition in the Imperial Court, where most prefer that Orlais bow to no one, not even heroes. Thus, many believe that when the tide again turns, Celine will stand alone. The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Hawk is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt.
Даже сам не заруинил, да, сам.
Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corifeus, the Chantry names Leliana as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she first declares an end to the Circle of Magi. The Mages will now govern themselves. She opens the priesthood to other races, declares support for the Inquisition, and rededicates the Chantry to the principle of charity. Divine Victoria is controversial from the start. Several new sects arise, resisting her reforms and declaring her rule a threat to the faith. Her response is as swift as it is deadly. Unity is maintained, but blood runs through the halls of the Grand Cathedral.
Да, с Лилькой, блин, не пошутишь.
The Inquisition's mages, the former rebels led by Grand Enchanter Fiona, are left with a choice. When Leliana disbands the circles,
Да конец нет, не
leave the
конец.
Inquisition and reform the College of
Это
Enchanters
предисловие
as a new
к концу.
The college, they say, will allow mages of the South to gather in peace and seek new solutions to age-old problems. For the moment, it appears to be working. Mages are enjoying unprecedented acceptance throughout Thedas.
Сказать пролог конца.
And what of the Inquisition itself? It has eyes and ears in every hall. No secrets are beyond its reach, and that knowledge has become the source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, he has become a target. They linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand, ready.
Так, что, сразу без предисловий?
I knew you would come. You should not have given your orb to Corifeus, Red Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people... they need me. I am so sorry.
I am sorry as well, old friend.
О как. Повернули. DLC. Отрежем.